know why OBS just totally quit. Streamlabs decided to take a dive, which that's never happened before.
That bad sounds back again.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Let me fix it. The bad sound, which is because it didn't save, that's the cam link. Let me bring it back.
It's Atari game sounds.
There, it should be gone. Hey, what the fuck? I said mute, mute. There, it should be gone now. That's weird. I don't know why Streamlabs closed on me like that. That's like never done that before. Perfect. As long as that crappy ass audio noise that disappeared or that came out is gone. And I forgot my mouse again. I'll fix the camera. There we go. That'll do for now. And I gotta get the chat back up because I can't read it. Oh, another 10 bucks from Replica Gaming. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate it. We got the hydraulic fluid low. Hydraulic fluid low. See if I can get that to come back up now. Hydraulic fluid failure, which is wonderful, of course. Gonna take an engine out soon, are ya? Whatever floats your boat, man, it's all good. Apologize for the issue with Streamlabs, guys. That I don't know when the last time that ever happened. Sim Caesar. Wow, look who it is. Good to see you, bud. Yeah, Replica, I can just buy one, dude. I can just get one. I know it's a pain in the ass for you to do that. Oh, it's awesome. I'm really glad that you guys are sticking around. Sorry about that. I didn't mean for the stream for take a shit, but sometimes Streamlabs and computers, they do things that you don't want them to do. You don't use it, I know. I just don't want it to be such a pain in the ass for you to ship the damn thing. Alright guys, we're currently heading 360. The progress page shows 600 miles to go, and we're 343 over the ground. I gotta reconnect to the network. Thanks for the follow, Aquatic Hunter. Good to see you. Sim Caesar, really good to see you guys. Can we get it? Oh, never mind. We got the shutout for Sim Caesar. Gonna kill people and watch you stream. That works, Replica. Thanks, dude. Yeah, technology always can be a bit of a pain in the ass. You guys are awesome. Thanks very much for hanging with us, though. Appreciate you guys taking the time out of your Wednesday night and spending some time with us. I do need to ensure that we're back on the POSCON network. Oh, apparently I am still here. Radio check drone, can you still hear me?
Roger, roger, 5 at 5.
Well then, I guess that's just the way that works. What's that?
Crackle, crackle on the mic.
What's crackle, crackle?
When you sat down, I thought we lost you for a second.
Oh no, that'd be just a little bit of static electricity. Yeah, it's just from me walking and the cable. See, this is the benefit of getting a USB or a wireless headset. You guys can see I have to drag this really, really long cable around with me. And as it drags across the floor, there's a little bit of carpet back here to keep me warm. As I'm dragging along that, it picks up a little bit of static.
don't you stand up and scuff your feet for about 2 minutes?
Nah, you guys really want to see me take the sim out? You guys can see actually the shitty temporary wiring of the HDMI cable that's going up to the camera right now. Yeah, that sucks. How's it going, Montana? Actually,
Touch your media too.
yeah. Well, oh, really? You think I should do that?
I think so. Yeah.
We actually are on our way to Billings, Montana flyer. Oh, see? Did you hear that one? Ooh. Did you hear that, or are you guys gone now?
Didn't hear it.
Oh, okay. I got up out of the chair, and one of the connectors on the microphone, my finger touched it, and I got a shock.
Yeah, I think maybe a little humidifier in there might help.
Yeah, I think maybe, yes. But good evening, Montana Flying. How are you doing, sir? We're on our way, actually, to Billings, Montana. Ben Dean Fox. Sorry about that. The colors make it harder to read. A feature. Yeah, definitely a feature. Appreciate the follows, guys. Thanks very much for hanging out with us. It's Wednesday night. We'll be back in the cockpit in just a second. We're just taking a quick break. Good to see you guys. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate, Gem, in the chat. We're always willing to answer your questions. Always. Oh, wow. Look who's streaming.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Huh.
Think he got his new PC going?
I can't imagine him streaming unless he was running the new PC, but it would be interesting. So the new patch seems to be working so far. Not bad, E-Rock. Not too bad. Doing good, thanks. How's the stream going? Oh, nice. I'm sorry. I lived in Billings for about 2 years. Took some lessons out of nearby Laurel. Oh, that's cool. I've never flown into Billings before, so I figured I would try it. Rumor has it there might be a guy streaming on Fridays that normally streams on Monday nights. And he might actually be departing out of Billings on Friday, so I figured, well, if I fly into Billings, then maybe I'd be able to join him on that flight. You know who I'm talking about, Caesar? Billings, Montana. Exactly, Caesar. See, how did you know, man? Absolutely. Roundabout says, my brother lived in Billings for almost 20 years. I've flown into Billings before. Oh, wow, Roundabout. That's cool. I don't even know what to expect. But, yeah, definitely, we're repositioning the airplane. Sim Caesar, we're repositioning the airplane so that we might be able to join somebody on a flight on Friday night. Well, Roundabout, if I'm not mistaken, it is pretty far north. So I'm sure that there would be a bunch of stuff like that. You used to go up on the hill that airport is on and airplane watch. Okay, hold on a minute. Isn't Montana flat? Isn't Montana flat? I thought it was flat, like farmland. And I find that entertaining. I didn't realize that I was maybe going to actually see a hill or something. Oh, cool. It's all mountains. Perfect for me to crash into. All right. Well, see, that just shows the stupid Canadian doesn't know much about Montana. I've never been up there. Minnesota is flat for sure. But like North Dakota is flat, is it not? I would think North Dakota would be flat as well. I don't know. I've never flown into Montana. All I know is that somebody wanted to trade Quebec for Canada or for Montana, and I would have easily have traded Quebec for Montana. Maybe you've heard of those hills called the Rockies. Yeah, I'm definitely familiar with the Rockies. I just wasn't sure if they extended as far south into Montana as you guys say they do. Only little ones. That's funny. We'll get back in the cockpit, guys. Thanks very much for hanging out with us. November 38 Alpha Kilo, Cockpitbuilders.com. Good to see us. Appreciate you guys spending the time on a Wednesday night with us with nothing else going on. Now, we'll see if we can do this without hitting the damn camera or the wire. Would look kind of stupid. Try not to make the static electricity crackle too much on the microphone. The foothills of the Rockies, says Montana Flying. See, that's the problem. You don't want to go far away from your beer, but I was getting a little far from the beer. Thank you very much to Replica Gaming, too. He's donated 2 $10 failures, and therefore we have a hydraulic fuel or a hydraulic fluid failure, as well as we have the aforementioned First Officer PFD is out. Grumpy Pirate with another 100 bits. Thank you, Grumpy Pirate. Appreciate that, buddy. Nasty Newbie, how's it going, my friend? Good to see you again. We're cruising at 23,000 feet. We got a 10-knot headwind. Our ground speed is 343, and we got 550 miles to go to Billings, Montana. There's large sections of flattish land, and it is a very big state. Well, a very big state is a good thing, because you can't have too little of a state. If your state is, it's not about the size of your state that matters. It's not about the size of the state that matters. You can have a little state. It just depends on how well the state is used. That's all I've got to say about that. Hopefully everybody's enjoying themselves. We're checking out the GoPro running tonight on the capture card instead of running on the webcam feature. She doesn't look too bad. She's a little crooked though. She a little crooked. Doesn't look too bad. That's what Rhode Island would like you to believe? Really? Rhode Island would want you to believe that it is a small state with big power? I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens one day. Rhode Island, I'm sure, would be a big state at heart. I'm sure Maine is also another state that wishes it was big. Guys, we're currently cruising at 23,000 feet. We're on our way into Billings, Montana. Thanks very much for hanging out with us. Please feel free to follow us on YouTube as well as join our Discord. You could join the Discord. I post the flight plans in advance. The flight plans are always posted in advance in case you decide you'd like to follow along with us. As well as if there's a delay to the stream, we usually post information there, plus a lot of fun pictures, other people showing some amazing pictures of their setups. You can also get more information if you join Cockpitbuilders.com. We've got almost 4,000 members now. Actually, I believe we're only 2 or 3 members away from 4,000 members. And that website's been 10 years in the making, and there's all kinds of interesting information there. Star Lugo, good to see you, my friend. How's things going? Rhode Island has almost the same population as the entire state of Montana. Rhode Island is packed. Really? Looks like Drone's going to go past us. He's a little lower than us. Drone's gonna zip past us, though we might actually get to see him go by. He's working on it. definitely got some weird stutters here that just were materializing, but they seem to have gone away. TCAS alerts going like crazy. We'll keep our eye out for the traffic. Just a tad over 1 million, really? Yeah, California has more than Canada for sure. Keeping our eye out for drone zipping by. $10 Replica Gaming. Thank you very much, sir. We appreciate that. I'm not sure what the failure is going to be. It generated the minor event tier 2. Or the major event tier 2, sorry, my mistake. I don't see the failure. That doesn't mean that it's not here. Maybe we got the safety net. Look at this. MILF is next,
Failures
guys.
there, but I'm not going to tell you if you got a safety net or not.
Okay. Maybe we'll find our problem at MILF. MILF is next, folks. See if I can bring that torque back a little bit. Torque seems a little bit high. You love MILF's replica? Perfect. 343 over the ground, guys. We've got 521 miles to go. 465 to top a descent. Cruising along here at 23,000 feet. If you guys have any questions, apparently chat don't like it. It was under review by the mods. We're just ashamed to admit.
Did.
What did?
It was under review.
Oh, was it?
I said, Trevor just said it. What Replica meant to say was he likes descending on mills.
Oh, I see. Okay, that makes sense. Because I was being left in the dark there for a couple of minutes. I didn't quite know what he meant. There's a lot more of those round farmers' fields that you folks in the US have around here. I still haven't figured out how that's a good use of space.
Irrigation.
Yeah, I get that, but I'm just saying it's not a good use of space. If your mother gave you...
Go ahead.
If your mother gave you your dinner plate and it happened to be square and she said, you make sure you eat all your dinner, and you just drew a circle and ate what was in the circle, would she consider that having eaten your whole meal?
Well, let's look this way. Let's say you have a big square yard and you've got to mow it.
Yes.
But you tie a rope from the center to the lawnmower, you go have some beers while that thing circles around, goes shorter and shorter, and then you just got to finish up the corners.
Right. So that would make sense to me, but they never finish up the corners. That's the problem. Oh shit. Reading Rich? That's an emergency. Reading Rich, that is an emergency. There is no way you can run out of beer before we land, dude. That would not be acceptable. Malaviator, my friend, how are you doing, buddy? Oh, it's for the aliens. Is that so the aliens know where to land? It's just more efficient to put the water source in the center and rotate irrigation around it. Well, see, now I disagree. Because if you had a long line of irrigation that went down the shortest width of your yard or lot or farmland, and it was on wheels, and all it had to do was drive from the left-hand side of the field to the right-hand side of the field, problem solved.
They do have those too.
But then at least it's a square field and you're utilizing the entire field.
Maybe they didn't buy that part of the field.
Oh, you think they only purchased the round
They only
part?
purchased the circle.
Really?
Or the house is on one corner, a barn is on the other corner.
Yeah, but the wife is going to make you cut that grass anyways. I'm just saying, I find it as a waste of space. It's all irrigated in that neck of the woods.
Look at when you're, but when you're flying over, it kind of gives you some conversation. Look at that! It's a round field.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a round field, but it just looks so silly. They talked about the crop circles back in the day was the same thing. What do you mean, who cares? It's not like you can see around. Yeah, I know, but it's just... Shops were shut by the time you finished work reading. Oh, look at that. There goes Drone. That was pretty cool, Drone. Saw you go right by me, dude. Drone was sick of waiting for me, I think.
I was trying to follow you, but I can't match your speed. You're too slow.
Yeah, 371 is what I'm doing over the ground.
And I was doing 430.
Yeah, what's your tailwind?
70.
Yeah, I'm only getting 20. That would be the difference of the speed.
Yeah, I'm throttling back a bit.
Yeah, you said you were having troubles follow me. You know those levers on the left, they actually pull back a little bit, eh?
I know, but I don't know. I can't see what your airspeed is, so I don't know what you're doing either.
Ah, I see. That's an odd statement for someone who's from a country that mainly populizes a third of the country's space. This is true. I don't even think it's that high, Malaviator. That's awesome. I will say, though, that the scenery is a lot better flying here. It gives me, even though we're at 23,000 feet, definitely get to see some neat stuff. Excuse me. Oh, we're actually catching up on you now, Drone.
Yeah, I'm throttling back a little bit, but I'm watching your screen, but I don't think I can manage it.
So 252 is the indicated, Drone.
All right, I'm only indicating like 220.
Yeah, that's why I just passed you. So my true airspeed is 351, ground speed 371, and 252 indicated. I see this big cutout down in front of us, and I wonder if that's like an old hydro line or something that's supposed to be cut out there. Either that or it's some kind of error that Microsoft has put in there. Kind of hard to tell what that is. Oh shit, it's been a long day, man. Sitting here, the ASMR, as Commando Solo calls it, of the engines, it would put anybody to sleep, I think. Yeah, I don't foresee that happening roundabout. But I do foresee you guys maybe wanting to invade up north now. They're strategically placed 90% of their population on our border. Coincidence? Then they'll apologize. Yeah, exactly. Mal Aviator, you got it all wrong. We've already in depth, you know, insertions into the United States already, planning our, you know, amazing plan. We're planning to have a plan. That's what it is. But then you're right, we'll apologize. I'm trying to figure out where in the hell we actually are. Perhaps I should look on Navigraph. Because to me, it feels like there's a really big mountain up in front of us. We're almost halfway, guys. What would that big mountain be? Looks like we're in Colorado, I'm guessing. We're definitely in Salt Lake City's airspace if they were online, which will be all the way up to Billings. Oh, there's drone right off our left wing. You've matched the speed good there now, drone. Give or take. Pretty close anyways. I'm right off your right wing, just slightly behind your right wing.
Yeah, I'm throttling back just a little bit.
There, you look like you're damn close now. What's your indicated airspeed now? What's your indicated airspeed now?
241.
Yeah, that's not too bad. You're close. I can turn the TCAS off, but it still alerts me. There, he's far enough away. It shouldn't be that far. Like, we're easily half a mile. All right, what are we right over right now? We're coming up on Delta Municipal in Utah. Delta Municipal in Utah. That's what we're basically flying over right now. So we're right over Utah. A little bit of green, not so washed out looking ground. That's not too bad. and 387 to top of descent. So about an hour, guys. We'll be on our way down in about an hour. Lots of different scenery. I'm not used to flying in this part of the world, that's for sure. Usually we're down further south than we are right now. Generally we'll do east and west, but we're further south. This is pretty exciting, actually. I've never flown up here before. Not in P3D nor in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Guys, if you want to ask any questions, please feel free to jam in the chat. We're always willing to answer your questions. Excuse me. It's actually almost starting to get cold in here. I'm glad I got my sweater on. That air conditioner's rocking out. There's lots to look at. Altitude can't seem to hold for some reason. Wow, wait a minute, I'm lying. We actually have it holding the altitude perfectly now. I noticed we hadn't been hearing that altitude alert symbol for God knows how long. A look at the outside screen, guys, around the airplane. The wraparound display provided by FlyElise. Immersive Display Pro software. It's pretty cool software. If you've got a warped screen or a curved screen or multiple LCDs, you can use the FlyElise software to eliminate the bezels and correct any curvature you may have. This is very interesting too. See, this is that part that I was talking about. There's like this weird square object in the middle of your screen at the top. You'll see this like carved out flat area. I'm not sure what that's all about. It kind of looks like someone started excavating a trough and then they quit. Really not sure what that's all about. There, now we're just getting the cautionaries on drone. Coming up on Kilo Tango Victor Yankee, which is slightly to our left, about 60 miles ahead. Where is that at? Right here. And that is called Bolinder Tule Valley in Tule, Utah. Tule, Utah. Or Tool. Tango Oscar Oscar Echo Lima Echo. Tool? Tool. Strange way of spelling tool. I always, when people would call me a tool, it was T-O-O-L. That's just the way it works, though. Thanks very much for hanging out with us, guys. November 38 Alpha Kilo, cockpitbuilders.com. Good to see us. We're flying along in the Beechcraft KingAir 350i. Torque's still a little high though. Should bring that back. Oh shit, I was scrolled up in the chat. I was like, nobody's saying anything. And now I think I've just missed everything that everybody said. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. It didn't even say I was scrolled. Hang on. Let me see if I can catch up, guys. Sorry about this. Crap. Way wasn't paying attention to the chat. I was like, wait, nobody's saying anything. Solo said about the ASMR engines, they're soothing. Yes, for sure. You'll continue to rough it in Florida roundabout? Mal Aviator, are you like shots fired, dude? Eesh. Labatt Blue. Disgusting. Roundabout. I think they've put that on the back burner for now. So, RoboLathe, if you look at the top of your screen right now, if you're still here and haven't left, the interface cards are just above the door to the cockpit. So all the equipment is listed there. They're all Arduinos. Mega 2560s, there's 4 of them. There's an Arduino Uno, Pro Micro, and just a regular everyday joystick card. Appreciates the follows, guys. Awesome. I'm totally Canadian. Neil J99, how's it going, buddy? Sorry, I was scrolled up in the chat and I'm an idiot. Oh, it's pronounced Tooele. Oh, Oddpain, thanks very much. Tooele. That's not how it, well, I guess Tooele is how it's spelled, actually. Have a good night, Aquatic Hunter. Sorry, bud, I missed you. Just saying. Nah, I was a little screwed, roundabout. I didn't realize. I was like, nobody's chatting. It's awfully quiet. The last thing I saw was Mal Aviator saying, or was you saying, well, we would apologize afterwards. And I was like, wow, nobody's saying anything. And now then I scrolled and I realized, oh shit, there's a crap ton. Well, I'm not that busy. I'm busy like taking in the scenery and flying an airplane. But so far, so good. You love Arduino's RoboLathe? Yeah, they're pretty cool. I wouldn't have been able to do it without the help of the geekforge.com though. I personally know the Fester Geek. He's one of the remaining people that I've yet to run off the internet. Yes, believe it or not, there are a couple of people that are still around that I have not made quit the internet yet. It is pretty impressive. I will say roundabout that I have to find a way to turn the brightness a little bit down on the projectors though, because they do kind of wash out the screen a little, but it does look pretty damn good. And sitting here, you get that feeling of movement because your peripheral vision catches it all. I choose not to answer that question, Eric. I will totally tell you that the best thing to do is to purchase the actual authentic Arduinos from Adafruit. That is the best place and way to get the Arduinos. Roundabout, not that concerned. I mean, they did have a couple thousand hours on 2 of the projectors, and they're good for like 8,000 hours. So probably within a couple of years, then if I blow a bulb, no big deal. I've got a spare and I'll deal with it then. My Mr. Salmonus. Yeah, my Arduinos are not original Arduinos. My Arduinos are not. Fester Geek would be very disappointed in me if I went out and bought the real thing. Why buy one for 20 bucks when you can have 500 of them for 20 bucks? Yes, they're open source. Oh, we're getting some cloudage. Dixo, thank you very much for the follow, sir. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Guys, Oscar Golf Delta is the next waypoint. That's where we're heading on the way to Billings, Montana. Oh, Ori Darkwind, I was being facetious, but you can get 5 for 40 bucks. Slow boat to China. You can definitely get a bunch. Autopane, thanks very much for the follow, dude. I use the Elgato or Eligo ones myself. Works perfectly fine. Actually, that might be what I'm using, Montana. These ones are yellow and brown, bought off Amazon. Yeah, no, dude, it was a joke. Actually, believe it or not, though, there are like some of the smaller ones, like the Pro Micros, if you want to assemble them yourself or whatever, you can actually get like 10 or 15 of those for 20 bucks if you go to the right place or find the right deal. Now we're getting the altitude alerts again as we're plus 200, minus 200. Your Mega 2560 shows up as an Uno. Wow, that's weird. My Mega 2560s all show up as Mega 2560s. I think it's impressive to me how Ori Darkwind and you are always on the same stream. Well, it's not impressive, man. Maybe you guys just like the same things. Yeah, all right, back to lurking. Yeah, that's funny, Ori Darkwind. Sometimes one is the leader, right? Maybe you're the leader and he's the follower. You never know. Thanks very much for hanging out with us, guys. It's Wednesday night. We stream 3 nights a week, Wednesdays, Saturdays, Sundays. But we're thinking about doing a special stream on Friday night if the man of the hour will actually consider leaving Billings, Montana, then we'll join him on his flight on Friday. Auspicious One, subscribing at Tier 1. Thanks, Auspicious. That's 14 months in a row for you. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate that. I'm supposed to be doing an on-air tutorial. Well, you don't need to be doing that. You don't need the tutorial, man. Just do it. Stool Platter, appreciate you being here. Welcome to the stream, and thank you very much for the follow. Guys, you can keep up with us, information, and our streams if you miss them. You can always join and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And I just said thank you. Look at that. Let's try that again. Oh, Solo got it. Too fast for me. Enjoy the flight. Well, Ori Darkwind, you should enjoy following along with us. And Stool Platter, you're very welcome, man. Good to see you. Guys, we're making our way across the Utah sky right now. Unfortunately, the cloud cover's just gone for a shit. That's okay. We're 355 from the airport, Billings, and we're 300 miles from top of descent. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the stream. Like I said, we do stream 3 nights a week. Always try to depart out of the airport in which we landed at. And if you have any questions, we're always willing to do our best to answer them in a really good fashion. And with any luck, we'll actually make it to our destination in one piece, which sometimes does not happen. Ouch. Oh, crap. I don't know what that was, but that couldn't have been good. Do we still hear me? Oh, wow. Ghoul 741, do you like helicopters? I sure do. Replica Gaming gifting 5 tier 1 subs to the Cockpit Builders channel. Absolutely incredible, Replica Gaming. Thank you very much. 5 tier 1 gift subs. Weem RCB, you got one. And Ori Dark, this one's coming for you, sir. Ori Darkwind with the new subscription. Welcome to the subscriber club. Thank you very much for being here. Courtesy of Replica Gaming, thank you very much for the 5 tier 1 gift subs. Baconat, I don't know what's up with my screen here. It's splitting everything up. There we go. That's got Baconator. This one is coming up from you, courtesy of Replica Gaming. Thank you very much, Replica. Appreciate the gift sub, man. You're awesome. Reading Rich, you've been here a while and it didn't take long. You got yourself an amazing gift sub from Replica Gaming as well, and this one's coming up for you next. The Welshman, that one's for you, dude. Hopefully you enjoy the subscriber club. Thank you very much for being here. You guys are awesome. No, Replica Gaming is the man, for sure he is. And of course, no matter how hard we try, we still banged the fucking camera getting out. Holy shit. Here comes another one. Oh, Reading Riches came after the Welshman. That's kind of bizarre. Streamlabs messed up, but thank you very much, Replica Gaming. 5 tier 1 gift subs to the Cockpit Builders community, sir. You are a gentleman and a scholar. So, Ghoul, I do like helicopters. I have a couple of friends that are building helicopter sims, but I know that Microsoft Flight Sim doesn't support them yet. But they will one day. And it'll be awesome when we start getting more helicopters in the simulator. That's really, really awesome. Replica Gaming gifting 5 tier 1 gift subs to the channel and getting all kinds of praise for it. Replica is amazing. Moshpit TV, how's it going, dude? The good people of the interwebs are doing well. Microsoft Flight Simulator said helicopters will take a while. Eric FX, it's because they can't get the airplanes right. You're seriously, it's because they can't get the airplanes right to start with, so why would they start with something else? American Soldier 002, good to see you, man. I haven't seen you in a while. They say 2022. Oof is right. Guys, we're just hanging out for a quick break. Thanks very much for hanging out with us. If you do have any questions, please jam in the chat. We're always happy to answer your questions. We're enjoying a Wednesday night. We're halfway through the week. We'll be streaming again on Friday, possibly, but the regular stream will still continue on Saturday regardless. So hopefully you guys are willing to join us for that. 2300, that'd be 2400 or 0 Zulu on Saturday. If we do stream on Friday, it will also likely be around 2400 or 0 Zulu, your choice, whichever you prefer. I'm doing well. I do have a couple of cables in the cockpit that are sort of dangling that I quick connected before the stream. And that is kind of causing things to be a bit of a bitch for me to get in and out of the cockpit. I keep banging the head on the camera, but we'll fix it when we get back in. Wait a minute. Did I miss something? Why is the airplane listing so much? There's something going on over there. Nope, everything looks good. The engines are still running. Just had a little bit of a list to it. I know you didn't, Replica. I was just looking up and I was like, I think we just changed waypoints. And I was looking at the stream screen and I noticed the outside view was a little kilted. It is, Scotty. It is probably just 2020. That's awesome. Yeah, we do the best we can, guys. We work with what we've got. So I'm hoping by Friday we'll have the Brio as well. So we've got the GoPro 9 Black, the Hero 9 Black in there now. It's looking pretty good. We had to get the GoPro Hero 9 mod. Courtesy all of mostly Replica Gaming and all the close people that decide to donate to the stream, and all donations go right back into the sim. So we got a GoPro Hero 9, which you guys are using for the cockpit view, and we've got a Brio on the way, which will probably replace this camera with. This camera will move as the new face cam, and the 320 will move to the outside view to replace this piece of shit camera that we have outside of the airplane. No, Replica, but there is an ME, buddy. There is an ME. When's the next time you'll do a flight from or into Boston? You know what? I'm planning on making my way east eventually here shortly. It could be as early as next weekend. Yeah, Replica, I need a list of everybody's. What we should do is start a thread either in the Discord or at cockpitbuilders.com, and everybody should put in their wish list of different places that they would like to fly. Probably the Discord would be the best place for it. So go into the Discord. If you guys don't have the link for Discord, here it is here. Get into the Discord and create a thread or a new topic, and everybody can post where they would like to go. Yeah, so Ghoul, I've actually talked and I'm waiting for somebody with 2020 when the developers really start rolling with airplanes. When someone goes, I'll start a new thread in the Discord, Replica. We'll call it suggested. Let me just quickly do that while I'm here because I've mentioned it. Don't switch. I will create a new one and we will call it not stream flight plans. We will clone channel and we will call it stream suggestions. There you go. So at the top of the page, you will see a new one called stream suggestions right underneath the stream flight plans. Just post in there in the Discord and put in your airport suggestions. And we'll look at them, and if we can hit those within our streaming window, then we'll definitely do that. So anyway, what I was saying is I'm looking at a beach premiere, because if we could do a beach premiere, it's the same avionics pack. The only thing that would be a little different is my throttle quadrant, but that wouldn't be a big deal. But yeah, if I wanted to just load up an RJ or Any airplane I want, I could load up any airplane I want in it. Some of the stuff would work, some of the stuff would not work. All right, let's get back in the cockpit, guys. Thanks very much for hanging out with us. November 38 Alpha Kilo. You can't type. Why can't you type? Oh, shit. Permissions. Hang on. Let's fix that. Oh, that's why. That's why. Members with this permission can change the channel's name. No. Permissions? No. Read messages? Yes. Send messages? Yes. There we go. Try that now, Replica. Try it now. There you go. Perfect. Oh, rooftop barbecue. You want me to go back to Europe? Are you shitting me? Rooftop barbecue wants me to go back to Europe. Oh boy. That's funny. Yeah, panic. Exactly. Puts in flyer. There you go, guys. Post your suggestions in there. We'll look through them. And then that way, what I'll do is whenever I'm going to go to one of those destinations, I will remove it from the list. And then people can always keep adding their suggestions to it. How about that? All right, let's get back in the cockpit, guys. Thanks very much for hanging out with us on a Wednesday night, November 38 Alpha Kilo, cockpitbuilders.com. Good to see you guys. It's Wednesday night. We will fix the cockpit camera. Don't worry, I know it's all bent out of shape. The static electricity is killing me tonight. The camera and bumping my head is killing me tonight. Everything is killing me tonight. Everything so far, anyway. Econopath descent, not yet. It's not near time to descend yet. All right, let me see if I can straighten this so it's not so crooked. And try and guess approximately where this is going to go. And let's see what we get. Shit, we did pretty good. That wasn't bad for a guess. It's only 40 kilometers from your hometown, Rooftop. That's pretty cool. $229 miles to top of descent, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. The winds are blowing us around a little bit. Appreciate you guys dropping by. Really, really do enjoy the company and having you guys hang out with us. Beer's cold. Hopefully you guys got your beers. Makes me nervous. I'm seeing a little hole here through the clouds, and there still looks like there's an awful lot of mountains down there. Yeah, it might be, Chad. It's not Rex, Putin. The Rex weather force is crap until they fix it. So what I've done is installed the Unreal weather engine, which is free, and it's amazing. Yeah, so American Soldier, that happens to me all the time when I'm getting in and out of the cockpit. For the most part, I keep things nice and tidy. But tonight for the stream, I just quickly jammed the HDMI cable and the USB power. And it's kind of a little short HDMI. And it's in the wrong spot. And I think I'm going to play around with the camera location on the weekend anyways. Uh-oh. Replica, why are you saying sorry? Are you saying sorry because I'm saying sorry because things are messy? Yeah, Unreal Engine. Oh no, there it is. This is what the story is. We got a left engine fire, fire in the left engine indication. Left throttle's coming back to idle. Left fuel cutoff confirmed. Left fuel cutoff is cut off. And left engine feather is feathered. Wow, Replica. As soon as I see Replica Gaming say I'm sorry, or just sorry, I know something else is coming up. That was the left engine. The left engine is gone, which means coffee pot's gone. No more coffee pot. See, you guys can just be mad at Replica because the coffee pot is always the bad one. Yeah, I've got Kilo Alpha Foxtrot Oscar is 40 miles. We're still good though for a little bit. Yeah, the coffee pot again, Solo. You gotta talk to Replica. Someone has to take the other one. Someone has to take the other one. This is my first stream back on the channel. I can take that one too. I know you can. I'm just saying that you're telling if somebody else has to take their turn. It's freaking awesome. Replica Gaming is always a kind gentleman to the stream. He donates a lot of his money to the stream, and we really appreciate that. Thanks, Replica. Absolutely incredible. A big supporter of the stream you are, sir. Kilo Alpha Foxtrot Oscar would be our emergency diversion if we had it now. That would be my first choice. You're further along than I thought. Oh, am I, Montana? I didn't know if I was or not. Jack just showed up. Don't worry, we have another engine, but no more coffee pots, Solo. Maybe I should hook up the inverter switch. I could actually hook up the inverter switch. It's one switch that I haven't got programmed yet. I could actually hook up the inverter switch so that I can switch the coffee pot to the other side. That's okay. You don't have to misidentify the big late. I mean, duh, it's coffee. I know. Speaking of which, we've got a hydraulic fluid low indication, which is going to mean gear problems. We've lost the first officer PFD, and we have now lost our left engine due to a engine fire indication that we have shut down for safe measures. Yeah, we only have 2 engines, that's right. So we're still doing good. I am going to put the seatbelt sign on for safety, though, seeing as how we are over mountains and only have 1 engine left. And the question is, what's the dealio? Do we take it and go down and land at Kilo Alpha Foxtrot Oscar and well, literally Foxtrot Oscar, land and correct the failures? Exactly. Oh, fuck, Replica. Don't. Seriously. Shit. I always get nervous when Replica says, sorry. So this could be bad, guys. Kilo Alpha Foxtrot Oscar is my planned... Oops. I went too far out. Give me the 20-mile range. Kilo Alpha Foxtrot Oscar. Replica always makes me nervous with his sorries. I only went to the fridge for 5 minutes. Here it comes. Fire in the right engine. The right engine is showing a fire indication. The fire has spread. We're going to pull the right engine to idle, the right fuel cutoff lever to cut off, and the right prop lever is going to go to feather. So that should be it for both those engines. We're completely dead stick now. Ladies and gentlemen from the flight deck, I'd like to inform you that it's not a panic, but we seem to have lost both engines due to a possible engine fire. Please keep in mind that it is only possible engine fire, so there is no reason to be concerned at this time. What I would like to inform you, though, is that the captain has everything completely under control, and we will be making a small diversion to Kilo Alpha Foxtrot Oscar shortly, and then we will continue to our journey to Billings. We do have 2 runways tonight to select, runway 34 or runway 16. It would behoove us to take runway 34 at this time. So I would ask that you please keep your seatbelts on and sit in your seats, and the captain will inform you as we get closer to a situation. And we thank you very much for your patience and for flying with this KingAir flight. So,
If you look out your left window, you'll see the pilot parachuting out.
yeah. Time to get coffee now. Okay, yeah, now would be a good time, Mr. Salmonist, for coffee. Coffee pot is broke, cameraman Pug, because we have no engines. All right, guys, we're going to shut some shit off there to make sure that we have some battery. Shutting shit off to make sure that we have battery is very important to us.
More important.
Everything is good to save power. We want to save as much power as we can. Autopilot, oh crap. Why did that go away, and why did I lose that? Thank you. Kilo Alpha Foxtrot Oscar. There it is. Whoops. What is going on here? Let's pull that back, and we need some trim. Oh, why'd the CDU go out? That's not good. We lost the CDU as well. So I can't even check my trim settings. That's handy. Well, let's make the assumption that the trim is maybe going to work. Let's see if the trim is working. The trim is working, so we're still good there. Yeah, this speed tape went red. That happens when it believes there to be a stall approaching. Interesting, though, that we lost the FMC. There's an awful lot of red on the left engines, or on the console here. All right, so we're basically going to get to our 10-mile portion here. I do need a METAR, please. Never mind. Disavowed sent it to me, or Solo did. One of them did. Thank you. Sorry, guys. Not really paying attention. My mic is stuck. There it is. Fixed now. Thanks, Drone. Sorry about that, dude. What's our altimeter setting is 29906.
Where are you putting it down?
Kilo Alpha Foxtrot Oscar. It's 10 miles directly north of my current position.
All right, I'm going to carry on.
Yep, that's fine. I'll be back there in the air, lickety-split. 2996. 2996. That's set. We're going to do a couple of orbits here. Make sure that we don't get too close to the airport before we do our approach. So we're going to do a couple of nice little perfect orbits. KFO METAR, 10 miles visibility, scattered at 3,000, overcast at 3,800. Temperature is -1, dew point -6. We'll bring that speed back down, please. Oh yeah, totally a KingAir fan with 2 complete engines that have been shut down due to possible fire. So we're going to see how this works out. Appreciate the follows, guys. Just doing a couple of orbits here to lose a little bit of altitude and keep that speed down. Get a little lower. We're going to be making an emergency landing at Kilo Alpha Foxtrot Oscar, because Replica Gaming told me to Foxtrot Oscar. Two very generous donations from Replica Gaming, $50 each to take out each engine. Appreciate that, Replica. We're all behind me. Thanks, Roundabout. You don't know what I'm talking about? Really? I can't believe that you don't know what I'm talking about. I definitely see no airport. So we're going to go a little closer. We're still 11,000. The altitude is 6. We should be right here, but the problem is I can't see for the clouds. Ooh, the speed's getting a little high. I don't want to get too close here. Runway 34, so I think that's the runway in the airport there. This might not be good, folks. This might not be good. All right, 9,000. So we're still 3,000 feet high. I don't see the airport. Lots of farmland here. I got to bring that speed up and our altitude up because I need to see this airport and I haven't seen it yet. If I can see this airport, would be awesome. I got to bring this range in. We're like 2.5 miles from the airport. I'm probably right on top of it. Let's go back over here. Keep that nose up. Do not stall the airplane, because that would be really, really bad. And gear's going to come down, but we have to manually pump the gear while we're doing this. Still 2,000 feet above the ground. Would really like to get that gear there. The nose gear's down.
Sync rate. Terrain.
This might not be good. We might be farmers fielding it here, boys.
Terrain.
Because I don't see that left gear's down.
Sync rate. Terrain.
There's supposed to be an airport right frickin' here, but I don't see the airport. There, all gear is down.
It's a crop duster field.
Is it really?
I don't know.
I'm thinking. So I'm setting her down on grass, and I think I see my opportunity. So here we go. Gears down. I do have a notch of flap. And we're going to set up for this field right here. There's a really nice straight field. There's no trees on it.
Sync rate.
I think we're going to be all right.
Remember, you go with the rows, not against them.
Yeah, thanks.
400. 300. Approaching minimums.
Should be a nice touchdown on this grass. We're going
Oh,
down.
that looks nice and muddy.
100.
Shush, no mud.
I think it just rained.
40,
Real
30,
heavy.
20. 10.
Come on. Sit. Ooh,
30.
ooh, 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 ooh.
20. 10.
Lots of room to take off here. Come on. There we go.
Wow.
She's bumpy. Bumpy. The grass is very bumpy. There is a road here, though. That's kind of nice. See if I can get onto that without breaking anything. Guys, just so you know, we are flashing. We are... Oh, that's water. Don't go in that. That's not a road. That's water. Just so you guys know, we are flying with crashes on. If we had crashed the airplane, it would have crashed. So we are down on the grass. And Nicholas, how's it going, dude? Good to see you. Yeah, it's off to the right. Did you actually see? I do see the runway is off to the right now, but I could not see the runway no matter what I did. So I will have to go and watch the VOD. I know that the last time that I crash landed like this, the airport was actually right there, and for some reason I couldn't see it. All right, let's get the engines running again. We clear the failures because we got out and realized that there was no sign of fire. Courtesy of Replica Gaming. Thank you very much, sir. We appreciate that. All right, here we go. Let's get the parking brake on. Engines are all the way forwards and shut the avionics off. Here we go. Ignition start on number 2 and 1 rotation. ITT's rising. Oil pressure's coming up. Oil pressure light is out through 10.5. In goes the fuel. We got good ignition on number 2, coming through 25 and 1. Oh, Saminus, that's even funnier, dude. There's 50% starter cutout. I saw the beacon light, but I couldn't see any airport. So once we take off again here, I'm actually going to cruise around and see if I can see what I didn't see. All right, generator 2 is coming on. Here we go with number 1. Ignition start and 1 rotation. ITT's rising. Oil pressure's coming up. We could still crash on takeoff, though. I'm just saying. Although we are in a field, KingAirs and grass may not be able to get enough lift to get up here. We'll have to see what happens. All right, in goes the fuel. You'll be fine. Thanks, Ben. We'll see what happens. 50% starter cutout. Avionics are going back on. Pitot heat, windshield heat, auto feather, auto ignition. Bleeds and blowers can stay off. We'll stay with 1 notch of flap. Nav lights back on, and the strobe light can go on because we're really not on anything particular. And prop sync is going off for the departure. Good luck. Thanks. Appreciate it. Let's see if we can even move on this. Parking brake is off. Let's see if we can even get this thing to move. She looks like she's moving. The grass isn't going to be very forgiving here. It does look like hangars over there. Totally looks like hangars. We're going to take off here, and then we're going to go back around. And I want to see, there's the airport beacon right in front of us. So that's how close I was to the airport. But I could not see that damn airport for the life of me. Coffee pot, you got it solo. Everything else looks like it's good. Let's go. We're going to depart, and then we'll carry on our route. Actually, let's quickly throw that route back in. Well, we'll do a quick little... Let's do a quick little... what do you call it? A little flight around the area here and see if we can't get the find the airport. I'm just resetting the FMC because I seem to have lost that for some reason. And if I reset this, then we can reprogram the route in the air. Come on. Windows slow. There we go. All right. Fire the CDU back up. And we're going to depart basically to the south here, and let's see what happens. Where we going, we don't need yeah, where we're going, we don't need no airport. Ain't that the truth? All right, here we go. The airport should be off to our left. We're gonna spin around here to the right where I know we've got lots of room. Get it moving in this grass isn't gonna be easy. I don't know where the trim is, but we're going to get that brought back here, and I think it looks like we've got enough room here. Here we go. Let's see what happens. It's either going to work or it's not. Whoops, whoops. Oops. That was close. My seat flipped out on me. Gears up. Flaps are coming up. Props are coming back to 1550. There we go. Now let's bring this back around. Big mountain to our left. Yeah, gear did not jam. We're good. With mud and grass. It's possible. It's happened before. Ooh, airspeed's really low here. Where is this fucking airport now? Oh shit, look at this. There is no way. How did I miss this? There is absolutely no way I fucking missed this. It's like it didn't load. The fucking runway is right here, clear as day. That is super, super funny. How in the hell was it that close? We landed in the grass, we survived. Maybe it ain't the coffee pots.
You gotta restart SimKit.
Yeah, I'll do that. We're going back in the right direction here, and you never used to have to do that. There, Sim Toolkit is restarted. We'll make our way this way, and I'm trying to remember what our next waypoint was, so hang on one second. I'll see it here on my chart. True story. What was a true story? My brother once blamed my dog for losing his wallet. Don't blame the sim. No, I'm not, Wolf. Clearly, in the panic that I was in, I clearly did not pay attention. A lot of stress. That's exactly it. You know what? There's a proof right there that why pilots die. And it's specifically because they get what do they call that? Tunnel vision. Appreciate the follows, guys. Thanks very much. Where am I now in relation to this plan? All right, so DNW is next. Legs DNW. And now we're gonna go routes, and we're going to Billings KBIL. Runway 28 right, execute, unit ref, thrust limit, watch where you're going. Approach. That's good. DNW. Execute. That comes up on the list. We can find it. Montana projects. Yeah. All right, through 12,000, we can give this a go. There we go. DNW is direct. And let's get the rest of the route in here. As we climb, after DNW, it was ILS 28 right. Pretty sure that's what we were doing. Double check the flight plan. You're not allowed to give those secrets up, Montana? All right. Now, 146 miles to top of descent, guys. And let's do 210. And we're 206 from the airport. 338 over the ground. Prop sync back on. When you move to Montana, they make you sign an NDA and everything. I've already said too much. Montana, that's funny. Hold on, there's a knock on my door. Oh, shit. You even got to hunt there once a year? Oh, wow. Oh, 1 year. Oh, I see. Sometimes we live, guys, and sometimes we don't, but it was fun anyways. Thanks very much to Replica Gaming for all that fun. Appreciate that, man. We're making our way, guys, back to Billings, Montana. We should be landing in the next, I'm going to say approximately 15 minutes. Maybe 20. Finally joined me. Thanks, Wayne. Good to see you, bud. You just missed dual engine fire and landing in a farmer's field somewhere in the middle of Montana. But that's okay. We made it. We did not die. Good to see you, buddy. Oh, the winds are doing some funky shit there. 350 at 5 knots. Shouldn't screw us up too bad. We're now leveling off at 21,000. The 30 and the 40, Chad. Did I miss something? Devin Lethbridge, thank you very much for the Twitter follow, dude. Appreciate that. All right, see if we can get back on track. ITT 631 right now. Twins, 631. That's me trying to look at some detailed pictures of your KingAir. Sooners 1977. Thank you very much for following us on Twitter. Appreciate that. Right on, it was the rum and coke thing holding me up. Well, that happens, Wayne. Sometimes. Oh, Replica. Gonna end the stream early, are ya? That's all good. Well, we may not make it to the destination. That's simple. Because if we go down again, I can pretty much guarantee that's where we're ending. You can be as sorry as you want, my friend. I love it. Chad just laughs. Chad, put yourself in my shoes, dude. I love it, too. It's a lot of fun. The support that Replica Gaming gives us is awesome. You're on the edge of your seat, Audio Pain? Or Audie Pain, sorry? I already know. Yeah, Grumpy Pirates. He's the look. Replica. The chat says, at Replica, I got you covered. That's awesome. We might not make it, Drone.
Roger that. I'm not too far out. I got about 30 miles out.
From Billings, yeah? Wouldn't it be more fun, Replica, to let us get to the destination and kill the engines and then I gotta land dead stick? Wouldn't that be more fun? Already hit with $150, bro. Bank not gonna like me. Maybe that's what I'm waiting for. So you just want me to sit on the edge of my seat? Is that what it is? If I see Replica Gaming, oh, wow. Lagnaf with the $10 donation. Thank you very much, sir. We lost the captain side PFD. She gone. That's awesome. Thanks, Wayne. Appreciate that. We're making our way across that. Thanks, Wayne. Appreciate the support for the channel, man. That's awesome. Roundabout, you think so? You get to see all kinds of things, eh? I don't roundabout. That's the fun part. We's in jeans. We don't very often wear jeans, but we're wearing jeans today. DNW is 19 miles, and then we're only 169 out of Billings. Top of descent is 107 miles. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us. November 38 Alpha Kilo, Cockpitbuilders.com. Good to see us. Really glad that you all joined us on a Wednesday night. We'll be streaming again for sure on Saturday, but we may do a surprise stream on Friday night, depending if what we make it to Billings. If we make it to Billings, we'll possibly do a stream on Friday night. Solo giving me the flames. Solo, do you want me to turn the coffee pot off? If you stop with the flames, you either stop with the flames right now or I'm turning the coffee pot off. Solo. You're okay. You're gonna be an angel wings? Okay. If you give flames one more time, we'll turn the coffee pot off, and then that would be bad. Well played. That's awesome. All right, so checking out where we are. Really nowhere. Oh, Grumpy Pirate. Those aren't like flames though. Those are like pretty flames. We can take those. Scotty Dottie's going. I could just see Scotty sitting there banging his hands on the table going, lawn dart, lawn dart, lawn dart. That's awesome. As I said, guys, we'll be streaming at Zero Zulu on Saturday. If we do a stream on Friday, it'll be around Zero Zulu. It'll be absolutely incredible. We might get to fly with another streamer. Oh, Grumpy Pirate, it doesn't really work for you. It's just solo. If I turn the coffee pot off because of your flames, Grumpy Pirate, Solo will probably ban you. Watch, Grumpy Pirate's gonna put like 1,000 of them. I'm doing good. How are you, dude? Good to see you. Thanks for asking. Oh no, Solo says. Red Fox, I'm doing well, sir. How are you doing? Saminus is doing the flames now. Smart ass. Nah, really haven't really noticed any difference, Red Fox. Haven't really noticed any difference. Airplane kind of still flies like garbage. But aside from that, everything's great. They need to sort the co-pilot out? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't use any of the avionics from in the game, to be honest with you. So I don't have half the problems that people have. The biggest problem I have is that the airplanes fly like garbage. They just don't feel at all like a real airplane. They don't feel at all like... They're just totally unstable at all. Oh, yeah, Grumpy Pirate, dude, don't take me seriously, man. I was totally fucking around. Like, seriously, did Grumpy Pirate leave? I hope not. I was totally just kidding with him. Yeah, so I prefer the way Red Fox that P3D flies. Not really a big fan of how this flies, but I like the scenery in this better. So it's kind of one of those catch-22s. Oh, there he is. Okay, I was a little worried there, Grumpy Pirate. Thank you very much for cheering the 67 bits. Fuck, dude, I was getting scared.
November 54 Delta Charlie is on final for 28.
Eye candy this one? Yeah, a little bit. For sure, a little bit of eye candy, but for the most part, it flies like a bag of hammers. Okay, guys, we are currently 75 miles from top of descent. And from the airport, 137 miles. Still 137 miles from the airport. No evidence. This is definitely 2020. Have you got your beer in your cockpit? You're damn right I do, Red Fox. Damn right. Just finishing it, actually. That's it for that. That's it for that. Now we're ready to land. Exactly, Roundabout. That's the... Oh, okay. Well done. Bending Fox, I've flown some RC aircraft like that. Yeah, well, usually the RC aircraft have bigger engines and they can muscle through it, but drinking the same. Cheers. Thanks, Brodsky. Appreciate that, dude. Colorado Kool-Aid. Yeah, Wolf, I don't know if it will. I'm still undecided. Obviously, it's way premature, but it'll be interesting to see what happens. Thanks, Roundabout. Appreciate it. I try very hard, just so you know. Guys, we're currently about 100 miles from the airport now. 100 miles. Actually, 120. I'm lying. 120. 120 from the airport. I tend to be designated test pilot for a bunch of people at the RC club I help run. So I've flown some terrible things. Well, that's good though. If they're fun. Oh, some of them have been horribly underpowered. Oh boy. And they probably thought that they were going to fly super fast too at the time. All right, I just want to see what I'm up for here. Let's go look at the airport and the approach. What's our minimum safe altitude? It's all about the partnerships Microsoft is planning for the future, and it looks bright. Well, that would be maybe a little better, Wolf. Maybe. I would like to see the multi-monitor stuff happen, and I would like to see them release more information on SimConnect and stop blocking us from having full, complete access to it in the Lua variables. I would like to see all that stuff change, and I'm sure that stuff will change after they release the Xbox version. All right, guys, coming in from the direction we're coming, the minimum safe altitude's 8,300 feet, 6,300 around the 270 degrees on the other side of the airport. And the current runway that we're landing on, 28 right, is 10,500 feet long. And the elevation is 3,488 feet. Altimeter setting 2983. We've got overcast at 7,500. Temperature is 5. Dew point is -6. We should be all right, except for the really big fucking mountains in front of us. Yeah, look at that flat land. Exactly. I was sure Montana was flat. Apparently, I was wrong. I've been wrong once or twice, but then I was mistaken. All right, where are we at now?
Top of descent in 50 miles.
Coming up to 110, it says. I'd say is more like 105 miles. Still got a couple of minutes before we land. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us. November 38 Alpha Kilo, Cockpitbuilders.com, live on Twitch. Good to see us. We're on our way into Billings, Montana. Hopefully you guys will stick around with us for the landing. Billings, Montana. Anybody know what the industry is in Billings, Montana? If you were to get a job in Billings, Montana, would you be into cattle farming? $10 from the Chad Sky Blue Radio. Thank you very much, sir. We appreciate the donation of $10. Sky Blue Radio Chad. Thank you very much, sir. We appreciate that. Ask 757 Spy, he lives there. Oh wow, no shit, really? I don't know what the industry is. Oh, it's oil. Oh shit. Oil, a machinist or an engineer. Montana Flying says oil. Is there a lot of oil in Montana then? Like as much as Texas? Like, is there, like, there's more oil in Texas, right? That's Texas. Texas is steers and oil. Airplane is buffeting because we're going over the fake mountains. The fake mountain buffet is occurring. Close to the Bakken. I don't know what the Bakken is. You grew up in Texas and Oklahoma, so I don't think so from memory. Okay. So everything in Billings is oil. So basically, we could be flying oil executives into Billings this evening. So Mabus, you know, I like it for the scenery, but the airplane flies like dog shit. All the airplanes fly like dog shit. So that's kind of my honest opinion. Outside scenery, actually, you know what, Mabus, here's the thing. I wish Microsoft would lease this platform back to Lockheed Martin as the current version of ESP and let us carry on. That's what I wish. Do you think they would have been happy with their flight considering the double engine fire? For sure. I don't think more than 5 of them are going to ask for refunds. Bakken is the big shale oil formations in southern South Dakota and North Dakota. I heard so. Seen the 737 cockpit, trying the test flight and stream. He also complained about them. Seen the Thrustmaster Airbus flight stick. I've seen it on the web, but I've never seen it in person. But there's a few 737 cockpits that have tried, and they can't really make it work that well. But there is promise. It can be done. Fine print on the tickets about emergency landings and no refunds. Exactly. Oh, yeah. There's a real... Yeah, so, yeah, the autopilot, I mean, I don't use any of the systems, Mabus. None of the Flight Sim 2020 systems do I use. Everything, all my glass cockpit is all external from the sim. So I don't have that issue at all, to be honest with you. So fracking also is big in the oil sands up where, you know, our Canadian plains, like the Alberta oil sands. It's all fracking, and that would make sense because it's directly north of Montana. Guys, we'll be back in the cockpit in just a couple of minutes. We're just about to land into Billings with engines or without, depending on how Replica feels. The best coffee in the world is the cup that someone else makes for you. Roundabout, you're 100% correct. So, Mabus, that's the problem. Microsoft doesn't give a shit about us. The people that are on PCs flying this, and people like me, I'm like 0.1% of their fucking crew there. So they really only care about the Xbox. So you can demand all you want, but Microsoft and Asobo are going to only do what they need to do to release the Xbox title. Once the Xbox title is released, they might open things up a little more, but they really don't give two shits about us. All that is right now is money and getting that Xbox title out the door. Sorry, Zodius. 0.01. You have the Xbox Series X, not a PC, so maybe good for you. And the Xbox Series X version. So, yeah, so maybe if you're using Xbox Series X, it's going to be very good for you for a stable system. But outside of that, people that are doing what I'm doing with it, they don't give a shit about me. The problem is, the Xbox guys, and no offense, are going to play the game, fly over their house, fly over grandma's house, and never touch the game again. Because they can't shoot things, they can't blow them up, and they can't, like, do carrier shit. So, they're going to fly it, they're going to play it, they're going to be done with it. The people like me are the ones that are going to grow it for years to come. Unfortunately, it's the way it is, but Microsoft right now and Asobo, they see it as the bottom dollar. Yeah, well, I got news for you. Yoke and rudder pedals right now feel like garbage, Mabus, on the software, but it works real good if you fly with an Xbox controller. Ask most of the people that are flying Flight Sim 2020 that are using an Xbox controller, and they'll tell you it flies great. All right, back into the cockpit for the landing, guys. Thanks very much for hanging out with us. November 38 Alpha Kilo, cockpitbuilders.com. Good to see us. Happy Wednesday to everybody. It's hump day, folks. We're landing in Billings, one way or another. One way or another, we're landing in Billings. It may not even be on the wheels, but we're going to try. I got to get that HDMI cable fixed. That sucks. Getting in out of there like that. Oh. The Xbox Series X controller. Let's get them to airplane pits so they can... Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I know you're kidding, dude. Well, there's no point giving you that screen because that shit's just about gone. We're coming up on 40 miles to the airport. We're currently 60 miles out. If you have any questions, guys, jam in the chat, although we are getting into the landing portion of the flight, in which case I can't pay too much attention to the chat. As Solo said, let's get your predictions in, folks. Honeycomb is building a flight stick and throttle for Xbox. Really? Wow, I'm surprised. But that's just because they want to cash in They probably want to cash in on the initial sales. But what is Microsoft has done with Xbox is amazing. Series X is amazing. It switch game in a second and start up fast. I like it more than an S5, but what you told me was AD, and they are greedy on PC in plain words. Yes, 100%, sir. I don't know if it's greed, but right now they just want to get it out on Xbox. That's what they want to do. Well, exactly, Plague. That's exactly what Honeycomb would want to do. Cash in on all of the parents that are going to buy the game and the yoke and rudders or whatever for the kids' Xbox, and then it'll collect dust. But to buy a yoke and rudder for one game is that you're only going to probably play once or twice or 3 times. That's an awful lot of money to spend, that's all. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that Honeycomb is wrong from a business standpoint. They're very right. And they simmer can buy them yeah, exactly. The real simmers can buy them secondhand for cheap, for sure they can. Well, that's the idea, Eric. Businesses always want to make money. That's the idea. Right now, I'm only using 2 projectors because of the non-support for the multi-monitors in 2020. So if I was to put a 3rd projector up, which I have, I would get wider screen. But the problem is it would be really badly stretched. So it's stretched now bad. But if I added the 3rd projector, it would be so far stretched, it would be ridiculous. If I was flying P3D, I'd be running 3 projectors. Oh yeah, Mavis, I'm sitting in a real airplane right now. That's the difference, though. Mavis, the difference is a lot of those guys that are flying 7.3s on Twitch, most of them are plastic fantastic, store-bought shit. This is a real airplane. This thing flew once before, but it's not $500,000. You can buy for 150 grand. You could buy a really nice turnkey 737 with real seats and everything. Well, that's what you didn't like what, dude, and what was kind of a dick? What happened to Nico? What happened to Nico? Nico, I don't know. He hasn't been streaming in a long time. Oh yeah, yeah, for sure, 100% roundabout. Couldn't agree with you more. The problem is with Nico is he tells people his sim's worth like $2 million or $4 million or $3 million or whatever he says, and that's just not true. Not far destination. We're within 40 miles now. Yep. Montana flying. That's not a bad price depending on what's left inside the cockpit. Depending what's left inside the cockpit. All right, time to go down, folks. Here we go. There we go. Nico hasn't streamed in a while because I think a lot of people figured out what he was all about. Oh, you didn't just see it. So if you look at the top of your screen in the smoking room, all those interface cards, those are what are controlling the sim. They're all Arduinos. That's it. Just that equipment that you see, that one power supply and all the Arduinos. There's 4 Mega 2560s, an Arduino Uno, an ESP2838 card. I don't know what that is, but that only controls my little printer. And then we've got the Pro Micro and another joystick card. Exactly, Mabus. I wouldn't say lies, I would say stretch the truth. because I think his sim really did cost him a couple $1 million, but I think he's including the price of his New York City apartment in that. No, you have to write that piece of the software, Dual. I write that piece of the software. It's Arduino code and Lua scripts. And I wouldn't have been able to do it without... If you go to the geekforge.com, they have examples there. They have examples there at the geekforge.com that teach you how to do it with FSX. It's exactly the same with 2020. You love Geekforge? So Geekforge is amazing. So geekforge.com. Fess is a personal friend of mine. And he's one of the only people I haven't chased off the internet yet. Yeah, it's not, Mabus.
Can't get rid of all of us.
Exactly, Drone. Billings traffic, KingAir November 30 Alpha Kilo. We're 15 miles to the south, inbound to land, runway 28 right, Billings. So it's 100% is not real at all. Everything he has is ordered from a company called Flight Deck Solutions. So if you do a Google search for Flight Deck Solutions, you will find the equipment that Nico has on their website. Yeah, well, but there's only SimFest. Myself, actually, SimFest is not a real airplane. I don't think SimFest is real. I'm probably the only one that streams on Twitch that is using 100% real airplane. Oh, it's still very awesome. 100% Mabus. Absolutely. That's why I love this hobby. Because there's some people that are nuts like me that take it to the extreme. There's people that buy it from a store and take it to the extreme. And there's some people that just like to fly by desktop. Uh-oh, what is that beeping? Why am I getting beeping now? What does this mean? I don't know what that beep is from. Okay, so 95% of SimFest is from real? Okay, so SimFest is real. I wasn't sure if he was real. So SimFest and myself are probably the only two that are using real aircraft hardware. He's not, Imosh, he's probably not from this country. He's from overseas, I'm guessing. But I could be wrong. All right, 5 miles. A C90 if I'm looking for anything. That's awesome, Montana. I have just about everything I need, dude, but I appreciate the offer. We're way high, for starters. What did we say the elevation of the airport was here? It was... Gonna have to make a little loop here. 3,600. We're at 10. We're still a little high here. Guys, get your predictions in. Yeah, Mabus, you're 100% right. But you know what? Some people need to do that, and that's them. Me, I am who I am. What you guys get in the stream is what I am in real life. Ask my friends. All right, props are all the way forward. Auto feather, auto ignition's coming on. Landing lights are coming on. Speed is good. We're going to let it come down a little bit more. You're hilarious, Duel. I'm out, dude. I got none left. The stream's almost done, and I'm out. I got to work tomorrow, too. But I wouldn't do that live on stream anyways, because that would be against the Twitch rules. There's the airport. We are still a little high. Oh, look at that fake little flutter there that Microsoft gives us. Definitely got to get this trim up. There we go. 1 notch of flap. Bring the gear down. Billings traffic, KingAir November 3rd at Alpha Kilo. We're on a 5-mile final, runway 28 right, Billings.
Terrain. Sync rate.
Ooh, easy there, shooter.
Terrain.
Little bit of a side slip turned into not so much of a side slip, and I had the airport, and now I've lost it. There it is. All right, final landing checklist. Landing gear is down, 3 green. Landing lights are on. Bleeds and blowers. Sorry, the auto feather auto ignition is on. And props are all the way forward. Landing checklist is complete. Excuse me. Replica was being a really good guy.
Sync rate.
Little speed's a little low. Let's get that speed back down. Eesh. Little bit of stuff that has to bounce around a little. I don't know why that's so sensitive. Microsoft.
Sync rate.
Wow, that's really not good.
300. Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Landing.
One 100. 50. 40. 30. 20.
Easy. Whoa, whoa, what the fuck was that? Weird, like, anomaly there at the end. That made no sense.
Guess what?
What's that?
You had a minus 88.
Oh, that's not bad.
I guessed minus 88.
You got right on the money?
I hit it on the money.
Oh, well done, Disavowed.
I did that last night with Boeing also.
Did you?
I'm on a roll. I should be gambling right now.
Solo just said.
Go back to Vegas.
Solo just told you it was rigged.
It is rigged. I'm rigging it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, auspicious. Your luck is run out. You're out of
Over to
here.
the left.
Billings traffic, KingAir, November 3rd at Alpha Kilo. We're vacating runway 28 right, Billings. All right, landing lights are going off. Taxi lights are coming on. This is an awfully short taxiway here. Strobes are off. Flaps are coming up. Where are you at, drone?
Make it left when you get on that one.
All right, we'll hang a left here.
You didn't tell me what to predict.
Yeah, you're breaking up again, but that's okay.
Huh. All right, generators going off.
I'm probably parked under that big airplane over there.
All right, I'll come into the right there. Thank you, Sir Matt. You're 100% right.
No, keep going. I'm up near that building, I think.
Okay. Sir Matt, you're 100% right. I definitely like to wish all my American friends a very happy Thanksgiving, and hopefully everybody has an amazing holiday. An amazing group of people. Especially my mods who are all in the U.S. You guys are all awesome, and I hope you enjoy your holidays and your time off, especially with your families. And we'll get off here because I think this is drone. Look out, car. Keep going, car. Don't worry about me, car. Jesus, he stopped right in front of me.
Where you were.
I know. I had to get around that car, drone.
Yeah, James, you missed it.
Well, there's a tanker here beside you, too. I can't even get there. He must be fueling you up.
Yeah, your scenery's a little bit different, but that's okay.
Yeah, let me spin around here. Make everybody dizzy. Where'd you go, drone? You were right here. Where'd you go? Oh, I'm like right beside you now. There we go. Wow. Dude, looks like you got... What the hell? Oh, it wants me to... Why is this crap come up automatically? See, this is flight game bullshit. Oh, you must want fuel. No, I don't want fucking fuel, you piece of shit. There we go. There. You look like you're sitting inside the fuel tank.
All that stuff in front of my airplane.
You're sitting in the fuel tank, dude. Drone, thank you very much for flying with me tonight. It was awesome, dude.
Always enjoy it, Trav.
Thanks, buddy. All right, let's get this thing shut down. Generators off, avionics, taxi lights, speedo heat, windshield heat are all off, reciogs are off, tail lights are off, bleeds and blowers, they're off, engines are off, we feather them, seatbelt signs, beacon light can go off, prop sync, TCAS, that's all off, and we can turn the nav lights off. Master caution number 1 and master caution number 2. That's amazing, guys. You guys are all awesome. Replica Gaming, thank you very much. Lagnaf, thank you very much. You guys are all amazingly awesome. Everybody that supports this channel is absolutely incredible. And auspicious and Replica for the subs, and Replica also for the gift subs to everybody. I don't believe I missed anybody, but if I did, I apologize profusely because we do really appreciate each and every dollar that gets donated to the stream. You guys are absolutely incredible, and we really appreciate it. Guys, enjoy your Thanksgiving. We will see you guys all for sure on Saturday night at Zero Zulu, and possibly for a surprise stream on Friday at Zero Zulu. We'll be leaving here. Disavowed, you got someone for us to go?
I got 3 here. We got Turbinator, Mustafa, or Chili.
All right, we haven't sent anybody over to Chile in a little bit, and that should be entertaining. So let's all go over and say hi to Chili Willies, and let's go over there. And Jacob, thanks very much for the follow, sir. Appreciate it. We'll see you guys all on Saturday night. Thank you very much for spending your Wednesday with us. You guys are absolutely amazing. Until then, November 38, Alpha Kilo, Cockpitbuilders.com. Have a good night, guys. And yes, we appreciate the mods. Have a good night, guys. We'll talk to you later.